another tutorial, and we are trying to see how do we save and how do we export the video that you've made. So of course, if we go to the Premiere Pro and if we hit File, Save As, so you could actually save to a folder and save as a project name. And note that you can see the file format is PRPROJ, and there's only one file format that you can save. And this is actually exactly the same as what you have uh, for uh, for PSD on the Photoshop. So PRPROJ correspond to PSD. So it's just a project file, and I'm going to put it in desktop. And so if I save it, I would have saved a PRPROJ on my desktop, and which it only contains informations on how do I put the videos together. And the PRPROJ itself, and let me go to here, okay? My project one, okay, here. If I get info, and you can see that it's only 651 KB, which means there's no file size at all. And because it only store how I compose these things together and how big is the title, and without actually saving the content in. And and note that it will have a pointer to point in where the file is originally at. So if your file is in download folder and you add it in this project, and once you rename the file that is on your folder, so for example, this uh, this MP4, if I rename it on my download folder or if I had moved it to somewhere else, the Premiere project will be unable to reference to it, and you lose it, and you need to re-reference it again and try and redo it again. So make sure before you add in resources, make sure you are not going to move resources, or you just before you move resources, you just make a folder and put in all those video audio clips into that folder, and you pull in those resources from that folder in the project. So this is how special is about the PRPROJ, because it does not save the files itself, but it only reference to the file on your computer. So if you send the PRPROJ to someone else, well, because others would not have the uh, video and audio on their computer, and when they open this project, they will not see anything. Okay, so what if I want to publish it as a video? I would go ahead and say File, Export, Media. Okay, while I'm selecting the sequence one, okay, I have File, Export, Media, and this export settings comes up. Okay, right now is actually this is the timeline, and this is from beginning to the end. Well, of course I can always shorten it, but I don't really need to. I'm exporting the whole clip, and I'll export a QuickTime format and a DVD widescreen. And for the output name, you can see it's sequence 0101 movie. I can click on this and select my saved location. Maybe I can save desktop. I say first movie, okay? And note that the file format is the MO media file. I just hit save. Okay, it will change to here. So you see the summary output will be in the desktop and with first movie.mov. And you probably, if you haven't changed of these settings, you probably don't have to change any of these settings below. And here's the summary that you are going to export the sequence 01 and with this resolution 720 by 480 and with this 48,000 hertz stereo. And so if I go ahead and hit export, it will export for me. And depending on the complexity of your video and how many video clips and resources involved and how long is it, and how long are the video clips and how many edits do you have and how many layers do you have, and of course your computer's power, it would take quite significant amount of time. I mean, so after we're done, well, because this is a pretty simple one and my computer is a little bit fast, so I will have the first movie.mov. Okay, so if I double click here, now I have a clip that can be played on QuickTime. Okay. So you see with the McDonald's signs that you put in, and probably remember I put in Mr. Bean cola at the back as well.
Con una promo bien buena. Con 3 tapas doradas más 15 pesos, te llevas un vaso bien bueno.
Okay, so here's the tutorial.